Just a follow-up question. Do you happen to know of any sites in the immediate downtown Silver Spring area, like within a few miles, that specifically highlight Black history? And I would argue that Black history is all of our history too, especially when we talk about racial segregation. But do you happen to know of any offhand? Because I don't, and I'm just curious if I'm just ignorant.
Certainly the cemeteries that people, Pat, can you help me with that? Getting down county, Josiah Henson is certainly down county. Rockville has cemeteries and the two schools. I showed a picture of Carver School, which was at one time the only, there only was ever one Black secondary school in Montgomery County, but it evolved. But Carver School was something that the former students and principals marched along with Peerless Rockville to get that designated in the city of Rockville. Pat, can you think of any?
I really can't. What you've named, I know of. My grandparents or other people would have known of things of that nature, but no, what you've mentioned are the ones that I know about.
Okay.
And
also, what about the Rosenwald schools?
There are. I don't know if you haven't seen Ralph Bugles' presentation on Rosenwald schools, be sure to sign him up, Lisa. There are some Rosenwald schools around Montgomery County. In fact, there are people tonight meeting about the one in Poolesville. But the closest one to Silver Spring and I don't have any. I can give you Black historic sites around Montgomery County. I'm struggling to find the ones in Silver Spring. There is a Black history component because so many of these places were owned by people who owned slaves. The Riley House on Old Georgetown Road and Josiah Henson far outshines his nasty master. But we know that the Blairs owned slaves at one time. The Lees and the Blairs. We're Maryland. We're below the Mason-Dixon line, and there is a Black history story. I showed a picture of a log house that was moved from Jonesville around Poolesville to the new National Museum of African American History, representing Reconstruction era in Montgomery County and throughout America. So that is a site that it was going to be demolished anyway. It wasn't designated. It was put aside, taken apart, put aside until the museum was ready, and then put together down there. So it's something that I think is in everyone's sights. I think the county, all agencies are going through an educational process and a lens process, and I think it's working, and I think it's very appropriate. Good question.
Thank you.